All right, good morning, good morning. Hope everybody has been doing well. See what we can make happen today. We had ADP non-farm employment change this morning. Looks like it's probably already priced in. And we have nothing else today that concerns us. We do have crude oil change at 11:30, but not really relevant to me, I don't think. So we're big chilling. So no other news to worry about. Daily charts, hella interesting. Realistically, the chart was kind of setting up really nice for, on a short time frame. I would have traded this as a two-leg pullback if it would have failed relatively, lower here. Still possible depending on today's close, but it's getting less and less likely. So interesting. We did take out the October lows. We reacted, really good, strong. Couldn't ever take out the lows a second time. So it makes sense to check above them. Didn't fail right above them where the liquidity would have been from those few days. We've gained now a little bit. So, if we get another day or two of upward pressure, I would say that even if we do get a pullback, like there's a high probability now that we're going to make another higher low. Just looking at it that way, depending on the news and whatever. But as far as TA goes, that's kind of how I'm looking at it. Kind of have a little two-legged pullback happening right now. I don't really want to take a position going into the open though. The whipsaw at the open, kind of try to avoid. There's one right here as well. Actually, this one didn't pull back ever, so that one was not a signal. This one is. Kind of done a little bit of a potential correction here on the hourly. Maybe we pull back a little further, check underneath these levels back here. It was a pretty choppy day, it looks like, yesterday, and then the end of the day really pumped. Wow. Ooh, some big cells stepped in right there. It's a block at 60. It's getting filled though. All right. Nothing else here I need, so I can close this calendar. Cool. Yeah, we're gapping up. So I mean, overnight we did continue to climb a little bit after that big pump at the end of the day. This two-legged pullback gave a little bit of a risk removal level here. Still hasn't extended though. Oh, there's our extension. That's definitely not how you'd want the candle to close. Be getting out of that trade. Came right back down though. No close below though, and there was already some buyers. I'd be having to ditch, especially at this time of the day. Hey, good morning, man. How are you? How's been your last few days of trading? Sorry, I've been away for a few days. The work project turned into more than just the Thursday, Friday that I anticipated. I guess that's the way it always goes. Always takes longer than you think. Testing our daily level there right now. Yesterday's high point. Nice. It's a busy day. Damn, 5 trades then. It's a busy day. Busy day. Yeah. I've been debating that more and more. Like the last couple days there when I was trading, I was leaving the chart open while I was doing replay trading in the afternoon to like watch the afternoon cycle last week. And man, like I always stop at 1 from old trading habits, and I just kind of carried that over. But there's some like good setups that happen in the afternoon from between like 2 and 4. Like I think it's good to skip that lunchtime hour, but I might be shooting myself in the foot by not exposing myself to that afternoon session, especially when I'm like really only looking for a certain pattern. So if I don't see that pattern in the morning, I mean, maybe it presents in the afternoon. I'm just gonna still avoid that lunchtime hour, but I don't know. Just something I've been noticing though. But that's good though. So you had some good trading. My replay trading's been going well. I did some more last night. I've finished 2 full months now. I did all of October and all of November now. Just that morning session, 10:30 to 1. And it was really good. I really wish I would have done this a long time ago. But it did show me some things I needed to see. The trades work, absolutely, and like are definitely like nice and profitable, but there are some inconsistencies on how I exit the trade and how I manage the trade once it's on. Getting into the trade and the conditions and everything are pretty much set in stone and how I do it, and that's fine and dandy, but the management of the trade when it's on, there's some slight hesitation, and that I need to solidify. So that's good too. Yeah, I've always preferred mornings as well, especially like when I came up that original rule. Is because that's when like the bigger moves happen, and I was always trading for trend extension and like just seemed to work better in the mornings. And I created that rule like many trade systems ago, and I've just kind of carried it over. But yeah. I think there was 50 something trades over those 2 months, and all one contract trading. And there was like some really, when I did it exactly how I have the system designed right now so that I could see the flaws in it. And there are some events that happen. It's always the same thing, actually. It's if when I get caught in a V reversal. If I take my 2-legged pullback and I go for trend extension, sometimes it gets caught on a V reversal off of the extension, and I'm stuck holding this trade because I have technically the system, there's no method for me to get out of it unless it creates the second push or it hits the profit target. And if neither of those events happen, I can watch a 2-to-1 trade turn into a full 1R loss, which is like, I mean, there's no reason that should ever happen, I think. So that is a flaw. Like, I need to come up with something to incorporate into that to prevent that from happening. Just gonna trade when the market gives opportunity. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's been really good. There was so much hesitation in my trading before I started doing the replay trading, because I was like, I guess I just didn't really have the confidence to pull the trigger every time because I hadn't done it enough. So not in the way that I was running those new systems. So the replay trading has really, I'm doing the same thing over and over and over and over, and it's really has helped me, like, you know, become a lot calmer and just know, okay, now I can actually deploy it properly and know what to expect and how to run it and all that. It's working well. I just need to correct that couple things that I've noticed that will really boost the profits even more. Prevent those few losses that creep up that were nice winners from developing that way. And spreads, yeah. Yeah. If I start to hesitate like once or twice, it just carries on. I think that's what you mean by it spreads, right? Or did you actually mean spreads like bid and ask? But for me, like, it's contagious. If I start to hesitate on one, like, I'll probably hesitate on the next and then the next, and it's like contagious. My attitude keeps going. Interesting, eh? We bounced off yesterday's high. Pretty sure that was yesterday's high price. 4,554.75. One tick above it, I think. Quick pop, but didn't get follow through yet. Coming back down for a retest. This was a pretty good push off that level. See if it holds here. Decent push back up. Got some blocks here, and encourages me that it will come up and fill them. Wow, eh? That was a pretty a good tease. It looked really good, like it was gonna hold that retest, but woo! Just kidding. Retest of the low extreme now. That looks pretty bad though. I mean, visually, especially after it tried once. Makes me think that we're gonna get a new low. There's our new low. Checking underneath now. It's kind of what I was talking about right when I started the stream. I was based off this pattern up here. I was like, we're probably going to come down and test underneath this overnight accumulation area here, which we just have successfully done now. The last spot, I guess, would be under here. Whew, Bitcoin finally selling off a little bit. The Bitcoin price action has been nasty the last couple days, the last 2 days. It's been like a really weird flag presentation, like higher highs and lower lows. It's been kind of nasty. Been watching it on the hourly chart and it's just greasy. I see PayPal this morning gap down huge, eh? I don't know if you watched some stocks at all. PayPal is one that I've watched for a long time because I've been waiting for a potential buy opportunity on it because it's been, man, that the price has been diving for so long, but I still thought, you know, still believe in PayPal and stuff. So I figured I could play like a pretty good bounce at some point, but I've never got a pattern, never got a bottoming pattern yet. It gapped down 25% this morning. But I have a buy box. I'll move my chart over here. I have a buy box on the daily from this gap back from May 2020. And we actually just gapped down into it this morning, finally, off bad earnings. But yeah, this daily chart didn't look so good. But yeah, it gapped down to 25%. That box was kind of where I was interested in potentially looking for a bounce play, but see how today's price action goes. See how, wow, I was right, man. Like PayPal highs were July of 2021. It was trading at $310 a share. This morning, currently, it's at $130 a share. That's insane. That's a pullback and a half, man. Oh my. With no relief rally ever, just down. Been no relief rally, nothing. There was one, like, basically a bear flag, kind of sideways price action for a few weeks. That was it. Long 5525. Oh man, were you one tick from getting filled on your target? You go 2 points, right? 5725 would have been your target. Swept underneath the lows. No two-leg pullback opportunity, no reversal opportunity here for me. Might watch for one potentially under 4.6. We get the right price action. Still nothing to do for me yet. What a tease, eh? One tick. $47 was our overnight low. So yeah, it is that. Makes sense for the market to go there. Test under. $48. I think its objective is to get here. It makes sense to me. If we get a decent reversal pattern down there, I'd be totally game for a bounce play, but I want to wait. There's our test below. See what kind of price action happens in here. What a move up at the end of the day yesterday. Wow, the last hour, man, really pumped, eh? All right, so we're basically at the last spot to check for me. If we don't accumulate in here and then come back up, there's nothing else holding us for a little bit. We got quite a gap to go down. That was a quick move up. Definitely some profit targets got hit. If I was short from early on, that would have been a pretty good spot for me to take profits. Yeah, getting some buys. Makes sense. Getting some relief, getting a good bounce. Technology sector is doing well today. Communications are pretty green. Google's up 8%, almost 9%. Energy sector is pretty red today. Everything else is kind of neutral, half and half. Technology's doing okay though. Communications are doing all right. So for me here, not interested in a two-leg move. I'd be interested in a reversal if it swept the lows after something. Or if we continue to V recovery, make it a one-time entry. Nice, should have already got your target, beauty. Good moving average touch. Also the last swing to push a low. It's a great short. Scalp opportunity for sure. Big fan. Big fan. We regained under this level, so if we can pull back and hold, we may push again up a higher low. So no one-time V recovery opportunity. No two-leg short, no reversal, no trades right now for me. Still gotta wait. Look around, PayPal still selling off. Is kind of a two-leg pullback, but not really a big fan. Doesn't click all the boxes for me. It did fire though. Did successfully break under here, which looks better for the trade. Didn't one tick fill. Holding underneath it so far too. May go. Should go. It already went underneath the 49 small swing, so it makes sense to check below now. No extension yet. Coming back to retest entry. There's an entry retest to the tick. Could be a shakeout before a big dump, or it could be a W reversal. There was definitely buyers down here because this thing popped quite strong. I wasn't expecting a two-leg pullback to really even work here, so I'm not taking this re-entry even though it is giving it. It's giving an opportunity to get in. This is not the AAA setup for me, so. Didn't extend yet. Next candle is going to be pretty important. If it regains above 52, that's going to be real greasy. Ideally, you'd want this to sell right off now and this be a shakeout. It came to the perfect spot. Kind of all the people that would go short there had to make a decision. If I was in this trade and it retested my entry right there, I'd be getting out now on the second retest though. Expecting it to go up. Which again plays into the shakeout. Yeah. Looks more to the old W. No continuation, eh? It held double bottom to the tick. I was interested in a reversal play down here underneath that overnight swing that we did. Like it, I mean, we got the W now, but didn't form the way that I wanted here for me to enter. But we're looking at the market on the right side. Market now pushed to where we kind of expected. Getting some price action that makes sense in the area. See what kind of push back up we get here. Nice push back up. Makes sense. This is the deciding factor right here, and anybody who was short, this would have been the quick squeeze. Everybody would have been ditching those positions. Lots of buy pressure came in. So I'd be on board for a 2-leg long. Getting above this level will be pretty important because technically for me this is a trap level. We put in a little W bottom that popped up over some resistances but then sold straight off, so it is an important level. High swing on the cash session too. It's a nice aggressive push back to the location. See what kind of price action develops here. There's our high one. Be honest though, it's I don't like that we're going to be losing the moving average and we're going to be doing it into that trap level. Two-legged pullback would form down here, which means I'm going to be taking it into that. High one triggered and then hit stop outs, which is good. It's good formation. Buy above right now. It's gonna trigger the trade. We're gonna take it for science. For science. We didn't get one tick filled. Found resistance again, yeah. Let's see if it holds the bottom. There's still sellers here. The trap level made me a little nervous because I am taking it into that trap level. See how we close. Oh, we're closing on lows, boys. They're fighting. This will probably be my stop out right here. Yep. That's okie dokie. I really liked the pop. Imagine. I'm not gonna revenge trade this. I was slightly concerned about taking it into the trap level, but the presentation was beautiful. The revenge bait. Everybody who just got stopped out like me, it's like, oh, I'm gonna chase it and gonna get back in again. It didn't go off of what it should have went off of, so I'm not interested. It does still look okay now though. It's gonna go off a high 3 if it goes. We're bumping into the opposite side moving average and that trap level, so it was kind of, that was the one thing wrong with it. Oh, it did go too. Nice. I was just a smidge early. Let's see if it fully extends here. Would like to see a close above for continuation. Not a close above at all. Nice little fake out. So there's definitely some strong sellers up here still. The moving average, we're still running into issues here. And this is the same spot where we created that trap at the open. So there's definitely still sellers at this level for now. Did we actually break below our little swing here? We didn't, not yet. It is noisy here. It held the swing low to the tick so far, but that was kind of a pretty nasty rejection of the break, faked breakout. Right back into the middle of the range though again. Trying. Longs are trying, but struggling, I guess. This is a great time for me to go pee. I'll be right back. Oh, I came back too late. What a reversal entry. What a time to go pee. Shooting star off the failed breakout again. Literally a perfect signal bar. Attempt to break out, closes the shooting star. Oh, couldn't be nicer. Man, I did not expect that when I went to pee. I was like, oh, this is gonna go down some more from here. I'm not gonna get an entry. Let's see how it goes here. Ideally, this formed really nicely. I'd be trying to hold this for 2 legs. Or 2.5. If it gets to 2.5 first, I would exit the trade. Risk is like 6 points. It's like 10 points so far. No pullback yet. Trap level holding strong. Give us our first pullback here. Yeah. So I'd still be holding this trade with my stop at break even now because it's so far up there that if it came back that far, I wouldn't want it. But ideally, still holding for this market to make another push down, looking for the first attempt as a correction leg to move some risk, but hasn't been another candle to go down yet. Need this candle to break below the last one for us to be able to move the stop. There we go. So I could trail the stop to here now. Now if it regains like 56.75, I'd be out. Looking for a push down into here. Retest of the low still looks pretty good for a second extension. Ooh, a 1 tick poke so far. Can we keep going? Nice. I want to see this close below. Close below. Looks good still. Nice. There'd be our full target back down into this mean of this range. What a great trade, actually. Had perfect follow through. May even break low a day, but I'm finding I get a little bit too greedy on some of these trades. So I said that I hold for 2 legs. The exit conditions on the reversal are 2 legs. And like you exit at the first sign of weakness on the direction of the push after the second leg. So first green candle in this case. Or if it hits 2.5, you take it on, like, as it hits 2.5, you don't wait for a pullback. Just because I found that I was giving, when I've been replay trading, I give back too much profit holding for like a trailed stop. I get a little too greedy. I mean, right here, right? I literally have already given back half of the profits on the trade if I wouldn't have taken it here. this was a good accumulation zone, right? We knew there'd be some noise in here. Well, 2 nice signals by 11:20, 11:10. That's really nice. That's really good. It doesn't happen very often. Trying to hold a higher low. Took out those trailed stops. Some block down here, some block orders. They probably will get filled in that direction. Yep. Not really sure here. It did check the perfect spot. He's getting some reaction to back, continuation to the downside. She wants to go down. Might get another test of a new low. Didn't close below, but did test below. Let's see how this 5-minute closes. Little micro double bottom. Minute and a half left on this 5-minute candle. See how they close this last 1 minute of price action. Doesn't look like they're gonna close it as a hammer candle. Oh, we could see more downside. Signaled the low one. Checked a little bit above. Congestion here. Lots of overlapping. Checked below. It is kind of messy, yeah. They're really battling here at the low. Made a new low a day, and we're really struggling. If the short plays out from here, we may get a sweep of the lows and a recovery, but if we don't, like the same principle for me, we're back into that no man's territory. We've tested the liquidity from these swings, and if we never gained anything, I mean, I feel like there's a lot of downside potential now. So if it doesn't just sweep the lows and come right back, that we may see much more of a downtrend take place. I don't know, that's kind of how I'm looking at it. There's our extension poke. Didn't close below. Let's see if we can continue here. Trying. Bigger volume coming in on this push now. Got to close below. See what happens here. We could see a move. This line stayed true. Coming back, retesting the breakout entries, maybe of the people who traded the low. It's buying back up pretty quick. Back to the entry of the first candle that made a low here. That's definitely not what you want to see for follow through. Swept the lows, brought it right back. It's no good. That would have, I mean, this would have shaken out most of these shorts, you would think. It'd be closing their position. We get one more green push, it would probably squeeze the rest and then hit the stops over the swing. Hit the break, the stop buys. So what just happened right here is, this is the problem with my current two-leg pullback strategy. This is the perfect example, actually, because this wasn't really a AAA setup, but it was close. Would have taken the short here underneath, so it would have been 46.75 entry. Stop would have been above here by one tick. Looking for extension. As soon as this candle did not close below, my stop comes to break even in case it snaps back without the close below. We got a second push, but no candle to make a pullback for us to remove risk from. Again, looking for a two-leg push. Market comes down, V recovers. Didn't hit the 2.5 R risk to reward, so no profit target was taken, and then we got hit with the V reversal. I can never remove risk without having another candle go lower. Even if the next candle went just below this guy before it came up, I at least would have been able to trail the stop to here. But I couldn't. This right here is the one thing that can turn, like this trade was up like 6 points, 6.5 points, and would have turned into a 5-point loser. Except for the fact that I would have moved the stop to break even after we didn't close here. So it would have knocked it out at break even. I guess I would have been protected from that. But still, before, that's how I was managing the trade, which was a problem, right? If you, this is the one event that caused the issue I was having. It was that this is actually a perfect example of it. The V recovery back up through, never actually hitting the profit target and never giving a risk removal. So the only thing that wasn't a perfect example of this was the fact that the original breakout candle didn't close below the break level was what triggered me to move stop to break even. But let's say this candle did close below, my stop would have never been moved to break even, and then this could have happened and taken me out at a full stop loss. That would have been the perfect example. But yeah, interesting, right? It doesn't happen that often. And still ends up being profitable long term, even when it does happen. But it's just it's a weird feeling to have a trade that is like, you know, over 1-to-1 turn into a full one loser. I really like this potential high one opportunity here if it formed right. We had the V recovery out of the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hitting our head on that moving average and reacting again though, eh? Like, ooh. Is this gonna come straight back down? That'd be nasty. Not even trigger a high one. Looks a little better. Woo. Risk to reward's not there. It's going to trigger the high one, but risk reward is not there. Trade triggered right there. We're at like 9 points of risk. To get 1-to-1, it's got to come to here. 2-to-1, we're looking at like a new high a day. No close above. This next candle do it. Yeah, kept going a little bit. I really like the no close above or below the breakout point equals move stop the break even, because I found that it was protecting me against getting those failed breakouts. I'm involved in the breakout and then it never actually truly forms properly. Kind of saves me from getting chopped a lot. We are pushing. Right, our 1-to-1 target. It's gonna end up giving the 2-to-1, isn't it? Of course. I was interested in the high one opportunity. It's perfect setup, but because I used the candle as risk, 9 points of risk, like doubling it, looking for an 18-point move for 2-to-1. I really was not really jonesing for that with the type of day we've had so far. Gave a little over 1-to-1 so far, funded some selling, the same area as before. Makes sense. Makes sense. Think it's like a perfect line from our tops of the day so far. Oh shit, look at that. People were definitely using that as a target location. Got very standard volume, no crazy volume today. Nice, you already hit your profit by the time that a message came in. Very nice. Now you made back your -4, so good shit. I missed my second trade, man, but peed at the worst time possible. This trade came back literally to the exact entry location, to the tick of the high one trade. Is there quite a delay? Okay. I might be just slow noticing it. Okay. Fair enough, yeah. I wonder how long it actually is. I think there's a 10-second delay by default with the streaming service. I think. Does that sound about like right? Is that about 10 seconds maybe? Yeah, yep. Yeah, built right in. I don't think that's a setting that I have on. That'd be funny. It says the stream delay is disabled, so it must just be the default one, yeah. Man, we still found resistance. That supply line. People are making decisions again. Anybody who took that last long on that second push up, that high one, probably trailed their stop if they were being greedy. Got tagged out here. Market pushed down a little further. Anybody who didn't take their profits on the long from anywhere up in here that did late long entries is hella nervous right now. They may sell their position on like the opportunity at break even, which might cause some more sell pressure. The market pushes down again and gets underneath here. You might see another slide. Pretty balanced day, really. I'm guessing the volume profile is probably quite balanced. Sure is. Slight repair needed in the middle. Yes, I can. 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. There, hopefully that gave you an idea. Oh yeah, I just saw myself do it on my other screen. Yeah, it's about 10 seconds. Eight seconds, yeah. There we go. We're trying to recover a little bit. We're holding above the swing. We're in the dead middle of like the day's price action now. Not the ideal location for me to be taking a trade, to be completely honest. It's gonna probably form a beautiful two-leg pullback here now for me just because I said that. Nope. Didn't fill me, went the other way instead. Didn't go below the signal candle. That's a gorgeous signal candle though. Didn't go one tick below to fill the orders. It actually just went the other way. Which is like, yeah, dead center of the day. It's a nice two-leg pattern though. It's kind of beautiful. Perfect presentation, bad location. Instantly squeezed back up and went higher. No trade got triggered. Count myself lucky there, really. Could have one tick filled me and went right against me. But that's why I take the one tick entries. Not interested in it again. Although it never did go lower. Triggered them there now. See if it breaks down out of this little demand line. It's a pretty nasty looking candle. No follow through yet. It's kind of getting even more messy. finally tested below. It is very messy, man. Very messy. Had a couple nice opportunities here. I was pretty sketched about the two-legged pullback, but presentation was beautiful. Just going into that trap level had me slightly nervous, but I still took it. And then I didn't get a signal here for the failed breakout, but then I did get it. I have to have a shooting star or a hammer candle after the, and it has to be the breakout candle. That was perfect. Literally like AAA setup right there. After I was already proven that like the two-legged pullback, if it's a really nice aggressive market like we were potentially starting to get into, it could have like went. Just the fact that it didn't, I was already like, okay, you know, both players are in this market looking for the potential, and then I got the perfect signal to play the opposite direction. It's perfect. Couldn't have been better. So I missed that one. Gave the perfect exit 2-1 or 2.5 to 1. And then that's been it. Hasn't really been another signal yet for me. Actually, to be honest, I guess this was a AAA setup as well. But the only thing that wasn't AAA about it was the risk to reward ratio. The candle used for entry was so big that to get 2-1, I was looking for a new high a day. And with the current price action we had on the day, I just didn't really expect to get that. So not worth taking for me. Did have the follow through for a 1-1, but I'm not taking a 8-point risk trade for a 1-1. Just not doing it. So that's kind of where I stand so far. This line's not really relevant. We are technically still holding a stair step down. It's just big swings, right? Lower lows, lower highs. Overall. We're slowly making our way back down here again. And off another failure to gain a high. So the closer we get to this low, the more likely we are to make another lower low. It's close to a parallel channel. Be more like something like that. I just want to make sure, I'm gonna do a test. Type in chat when you hear this. Okay. I get warnings every now and then that says that they detected a copyright, so it's something to do with the music I'm listening to. But it gives me a warning that it says my stream may be temporarily blocked. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't actually cutting off my voice when it said that. Test. Cool. Okay. So I need to be more careful, I guess, with the music that I listen to. I'm literally listening to just a hip hop instrumental mix on YouTube, but test. Yeah. Okay. Well, now I know. It looks like we're making our way down here. Trying. I mean, there's a chance that we hold a higher low, I guess, and rally back up a little bit. But, I mean, even if I got a reversal pattern here, I don't think I would take it unless it made a new low again. I think that the objective will be to make a new low. Again. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, I need to find some not copyright music, I guess. There's our new low. Again. Do we respect the demand line? Got a big order at 36. I feel like that's probably gonna get filled. One thing I've noticed is those blocks, man. Those chunks of large contracts, like, I swear they're magnets, man. Oops. It's gonna come to it. It's like sucking it right in. Yeah, I'll have to look for some. Do that off stream. Try to find a couple channels that don't mind listening to in the background. I don't like vocal stuff usually when I'm working, just like background music. Just some instrumental stuff, but yeah, non-copyright stuff. It's the first block order getting filled. It's getting added to. Another one at 35. Kind of respecting the demand line so far. Hesitated around it a little bit and trying to pop again. Hmm. Circle this for journal. And circle this for journal. Those channel lines putting in work. Not really any setups here that I can take. There's no two-leg move. We're on our way back up, it feels like. Bouncing again. Do we come all the way back up the top channel line again? There's no high one opportunity. Not really anything for me to do. Nice. Makes sense. You're going with the right direction. Maybe we'll continue all the way back up. It is fast. It is fast. Failed to break a high here. Let's see if we can actually do that. Eight seconds. See if we actually break out here. Give a little push to the upside, or if we fail a breakout. It's kind of a scuffed failed breakout though, even if it did present it, because we're like curling. It's difficult to take against that. And closed above. You're a two-finger typer, man. Do you look at your keyboard while you type with those two fingers? No, absolutely. I'm just teasing you. Hey man, no shame in that. No shame in that. We did break out above that swing. Market's trying to make another push up. Wonder how long these channel lines will play out. Bumping back into our moving average. Bumped onto that moving average perfectly. Some profit taking, a little bit of selling. $12:30 close. It's getting closer to the lunchtime as well. Couple bigger bear bars here compared to all these candles. A little bit more conviction. PayPal has not recovered at all today so far. Flagging at lows, basically. Bitcoin sold off quite a bit during this morning's session, actually, too. 4%. We were kind of at a pretty pivotal location and then put in some nasty price action at the top. I really had no idea which way it was going to go. I just knew that the price action was weird. Like, it was a weird location for that type of price action. So I avoided it. Now we're getting a pretty strong move down. Interesting to see. I'm gonna watch this market this afternoon while I'm doing my replay trading. I find it quite interesting that we're still, like, we are downtrending, but not really super aggressively by any means. But I find it interesting how this move at the end of the day yesterday basically went straight up. So we've kind of got like this big gap here with no real big tests. But when we approached this like last level before a big potential move down, we've hesitated, not really gaining anything. So maybe the move does still happen. I don't know. Just a perpetual inverse swap. This is the chart. So like on our daily chart, we kind of had a really nice inside reversal from like, you know, a pretty decent, we got below these swings that I was looking for finally. And then we've had some really slow going upward move, but this on the hourly chart is what I was watching the last couple days. We were kind of flagging originally at the high, and then we put in a massive rejection candle. But then that rejection candle never amounted to anything. The market never went anywhere. It held. And we got real like coily and choppy up here at the high after that. So we had like an extreme range move that never went anywhere. And price just coiled and coiled and coiled until now this morning we've pushed down. But that was really, I had no idea what to think during that. If that would have got some follow through on that rejection candle, that would have been like a really nice, you know, shooting star reversal pattern, but it didn't get any follow through. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. I think it depend. Yeah, it depends on the exchange and stuff. But the one that I trade is just the perpetual inverse swap. So the ticker is this, XBT versus USD. CME futures, gotcha. Real tight price action here. Didn't make a low yet. Got a lot of coiling here. One tick from the low. Coming back down sooner this time. The other ones made bigger moves back up. Didn't really get it so far this time.
Sometimes we're not ourselves. There's no one I can turn to. And I know all the feelings that we shared out in the past. And I know your relationships are never meant to last. And I'll take some time, but I'll be alright. Moving on, we're moving on. I know times are tough, but
This price action is makes me want to believe a higher low is happening. Especially if we can regain the 46 level. This closes up here, it'd be looking good. Seems like a good time to do my review. Looks like we're gonna make another push here. We're gonna succeed. We are succeeding. Big succeed. Well, as far as our review goes, we opened up this morning with basically a perfect trap being set. Nice bull trap, sold straight off after a potential reversal, and we watched the price action form. Ideally, I was kind of looking at this market to come test under this overnight swing, and then there was this big gap from the push up yesterday, which may still get, you know, traded into throughout the rest of today. I don't know, but we've slowed down. Kind of like tried to fail, eh? Didn't close above, getting sells right away. But anyways, this low got put in. There was a slight two-leg pullback here, but not AAA formation. We spiked up before it got put in, so I wasn't really looking at it because I knew that ideally we were trying to hold now a higher low potential setup, which it did. But so it would have turned into a scratch trade. But no trade really, not AAA there. Now up here we had AAA presentation for the two-leg pullback flag. However, I did take it into what was a trap. And I know, really, I know not to do that. But I guess, to be honest, the presentation was so good that it baited me in. Like I really wanted it based off that presentation. And it stopped me out. So now with that knowledge, I knew that, okay, you know, it's not as aggressive as I thought. And maybe, you know, looking for a short up here is better than the long, you know. The proper long didn't play out, so I wait. It wanted, like, the revenge trade urge was there because I literally got stopped out to the tick and it started to work. But I was like, nope, you know, no revenge trading. I'm a lot better at that nowadays. I don't ever get involved a second time. My trade setup happened, it failed. That's that. And then we got like a big extreme range move here. Basically, we tested both sides of it. Market tried one more time and then closed as a perfect shooting star reversal candle. The breakout candle failed and closed properly. I was literally like AAA every part of it, especially because it was into the trap level that pushed the lows. We already knew that the long didn't work. It was great. I was peeing. Literally couldn't have been a worse time. I came back as this candle was forming. Anyways, the entry would have been right there. Gave a nice push down. Our 2.5 to 1 target was down in here in this range. Market pulled down, popped up, gave us our remove risk, just trailed stop, pushed down again. As soon as this candle came down here, it would have hit the target somewhere right here. Yeah, we could have held and got more out of it, but not what I'm looking for. The target got filled right there in case the snapback happened, which it did, and would have hit a lot of trailing stops up here. You would have given over half your profits back. So yeah, made sense, you know, that the trade's designed for the two legs, and it worked out really, really nicely here. There was a two-legged pullback that formed in here. However, it wasn't really perfect. I didn't really like the inside candle trigger, so I didn't take it. It did extend, and basically what would have ended up happening here is it would have tagged me out at break even, because my rule is if the extension candle, which was this one, does not close below the extension level, we move stop to break even to prevent a snapback. The market did give one more little push. It did not go to 2 to 1, so no target was filled, and then it V recovered, so it would have tagged out the trade at break even. So that would have been a scratch trade. We were then presented with the perfect V reversal, you know, 5 candle criteria, one timing opportunity. It was perfect. However, the candle entry for sizing was like an 8-point risk candle, which, looking at how the day was forming and how we've already been respecting this trap level, I knew I could get 1-to-1 up here, but again, like, I don't want to take an 8-point risk candle for a 1-to-1 trade. That's not generally how I do the trade. So did not take this trade because of the sizing requirements. Now, as far as presentation goes, up before this candle was so big, AAA criteria, perfect location, everything made sense. And the pattern did extend and give a nice move, but no risk to reward option for me. So no triggered trade. And that was it. That was there. We've had no other signals. I was very, very close to getting short right here. I actually even had the order in and it didn't fill it. Whoops. We had our 2-leg pullback with a nice, sell-off candle of the second leg. I put the order in 1 tick underneath it. It didn't get filled. It went straight up and went over the top instead. So I closed the order. It did get filled on the third candle, third leg, but not interested. That's not the trade setup. So nothing happened there. And then that was it. We haven't really had any other signals other than that. So really the big winner of the day was the one I missed while I was peeing. And it would have paid for this loser and then a lot more profit on top. And this would have been a scratch trade and this was a no trade. So not bad for the first day back, really. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Not bad. It's funny too, like I felt this trade too. I even said it. I'm pretty sure I was saying it out loud. I was like, I don't like that I had 2 factors. I was like, we're at the moving average, not above it, pulling back to it, as well as hitting that trap level. I knew it was iffy, but man, the presentation was just so good. I was like, I gotta try. And it's funny that we have that conversation a lot where it's like, is there some problems with the trade? I even have it on my wall in front of me. If there are problems with the setup, don't take it. There will be a setup soon enough with no problems. It's literally on a piece of paper on my wall straight in front of me. There was a problem, right? There was actually 2, and I talked about it as I was taking it, but the presentation baited me. It just did. And currently there is no rule that says, man, don't take it into that trap level. But I felt it. Like I literally felt it that I was over risking the trade. I was too attached to it. I wanted it too bad based on the condition. But yeah, too much coffee at open for sure. Missed the good trade of the day because of the coffee. That's all right, It's the way it goes. You need to stop starting a -4. Yeah. Hey, you made it back though, and then some. It was a good session. Good session. But yeah, that was the review in a nutshell. I'll show you my sales sheet for my replay trading. So the way I'm doing this, so I started in the first Monday of October, and so I fill it all out as I'm going, and then I do a quick little write-up of what the trade setup was and my thoughts on it. So I had looking at the tallies, I had a really good October. 2,800 in profit, average winning trade 259, average losing trade 114. Largest winner was 520, largest loser was 200. So I mean, it all averaged out to be really nice of a little bit over 1 to 2, a little bit over 2 to 1, however you want to say it. It was really good. And then October finished and I went into November, and I could tell that market conditions changed But again, like, because I'm doing this to stay consistent and to like really properly know my systems, there was things that happened in November. Like, I only finished up November up $200. So really, basically probably a break-even month. I haven't started December, that's today, but only finished with a 29% hit rate, 65 the month before. But if I go through and look at the trades, I noticed that in October trading, there's very few break-even trades. In November, there was a lot. And when I looked at those break-even trades, a lot of them hit 2-to-1, or even some of them were even over 2-to-1, and they went all the way back to break-even, because I was like, oh, I'm not going to let a break-even trade or a 2-to-1 winning trade go back to negative. There's no way. But in the current systematic approach for the trade, there was no method for me to exit the trade because it didn't go 2 to 2.5, and it also didn't hit a trailed stop. So it ends up being a scratch trade, which is a problem. This is part of the thing that I'm realizing needs to be adjusted a little bit, because it caused me problems. And there was a few mistake trades that I wrote in here too, but November was a little bit sloppier than the October, and I felt a lot more issues than I did in October. So it'll be good. I'm gonna make those couple. I need to make that a little adjustment, and I haven't gone through it yet enough and reviewed it to see what the small adjustment could be on the profit taking to fix it. But that is something I'm working on. That is a crucial thing that I noticed in doing this. I mean, I'm up to 56 trades total, so I've got a good amount of data going to, make a small adjustment. And like, the only adjustment that needs to be made is the method of profit taking. So I got to figure that out a little bit, but haven't quite gotten that far yet. But it's growing my confidence in just literally taking the trades and allowing them to work properly, because that was a big thing with my trading over the last 2 months. As far as live trading goes, I'm just emotionally trading like I am. I'm not taking profits consistently. I'll take I'll have some losing days, and then when I have a good winning day, I don't manage the trade properly, because in my head I'm just trying to make back those losers. And if I would have managed the winning trade properly, it would have made way more than the losers and made profit, and yada yada yada. It's just an emotional trading circle. So by doing this, I'm hopefully going to be able to remove that, and it feels good. It feels like I am succeeding in doing that, so I'm really happy about that. And it's also helping me notice some of the shortcomings of my strategy. So it's really good. I wish I would have done it a long time ago. I don't know how many times I've said that now, but that's a lot. That's all one contract trading. So gonna go through December, and when I finish December, take those 3 months worth of data and make that small adjustment that works most of the time for the profit taking, that will help, and then go from there. But that's kind of where I'm at so far. But there is traction. That's the main thing. I've been getting traction, so I'm happy about that. Not just spinning my wheels constantly. But yeah, have a good rest of your day, man. I'll be back in the morning. And same time, of course. Good luck on trading the rest of your afternoon. I'm going to also watch a little bit on another monitor as I'm doing some replaying. Quite curious to see if we end up... we created a higher low, though, so who knows. But yeah, have a good rest of your day, man. Take care.